Good day learners, welcome to Mathematical Literacy. I am Miss Ninober Vermeulen and today we're going to look at floor plans and elevation plans, but we're doing practice and application questions. Let's get to that. The practice question number 1. Now what do we have here? It says, Vince and his workers erect stables on his farm to rent out to horse owners who needs their stables to house their horses. First question, how many stables are shown on the floor plan? But before we go to that question, let's look at the floor plan. We can see that it's a building, actually two, because I'll show you now. In the same building, we have got a sliding door there and a sliding door over there. So we've got two sides of the building. Then we have a stable here, another stable, another one, and the fourth stable, the fifth one, and the sixth stable. So how many stables are shown on the floor plan? It is 6. Now, as I said, let's look at this closely. We can see that there are sliding doors. Let's just figure that out. So there's a sliding door and there's a sliding door. So you can actually walk through from the one way all the way to the other. So this part of the stable will be called a hallway. So we have got a hallway going through the stables. How many sliding doors are shown on the floor plan? So remember, a double sliding door will look like this, and then a sliding door just going one way is that one. So how many sliding doors are there? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, even though it's a double sliding door, it is one opening, so we use it or count it as one. So let's check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many are there? 8. Now, describe the symbol used to show a window on the floor map. Now, windows will look like that. Anyways, how many windows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we know the symbol of the windows appears 11 times. There's 11 windows. The symbol used is a rectangle, a white rectangle with a line going through. So it's a white rectangle with a thin line in the middle. Please remember that if you find a question like this, don't draw the symbol. You need to describe it in a sentence. Describe how Vince can utilize the open space in the stables. Now, if we look at the floor plan, this is going to be the open space. What do we have? We have a window. There's no door. That's why it's an open space. And it is right by the sliding door. What do we have already? We've got stables and we've got a feeding stall. But now we know that horses need more than food, especially horse riders. They need their saddles and all of those equipment. So what you can do is we can use this open space there as a tuck room. Because remember, the place where the saddles and stuff is stored is called a tuck room. So it can be a tuck room for the horse riders to store their own stuff, and also their helmets that can also be stored there. The scaled layout of Lindiwe's gift shop and a photograph of a part of the shop are shown. The areas marked A to G represent the different products on display in her shop. Let's quickly look at the floor plan. Now, you can see there's 2 doors on the floor plan and the checkout counter. So, if we compare it with the picture, there is the checkout counter, sorry for that, and then we have got part E, we can't see it because it's over here, and then directly behind this part of the door will be section A. So, identify which product is displayed in area A, that is this area, directly behind the door, and that is a clothing rack and a mannequin, and that displays pants, shirts, skirts, bags, and shoes that will go together. Now, where was the photographer standing while taking the photo? Again, let's look at what we've got. We have got part of the door there. We can't see G or E, so we can't see that. We can see the hats. We can see the checkout counter. There we go. And we can see all that part. So, where did the photographer stand? It was by the front door. So, the photographer was standing at the front door while taking the pictures. If the length of the checkout counter measures 3 centimeters and its length is 3 meters, what was the scale used to draw the original plan? So the checkout counter, if we measure the length, we get 3 centimeters, and in real life it is 3 meters. So we need to figure out the scale. Now remember, the scale is always map to reality. And now we substitute what we've got. 3 centimeters is to 3 meters. And now we need to remember that the left-hand side and the right-hand side of a scale needs to be the same thing, the same units. So there is a conversion needed. Let's keep the centimeters, because remember, you can't measure in meters in a map. So we'll keep it in centimeters. So on the left-hand side, it will remain a 3. And then on the right-hand side, we will multiply by 100 to convert to centimeters. So then it's going to be 3 is to 300. And now let's continue here. We need a unit scale. Now what is a unit scale? A unit scale is 1 to something or something to 1, 1 always being the map. So it's going to be 1 is to something. Now what did we do? We said 3 divided by himself. So on this part, we need to take the 300 and divide by 3. And if I'm not mistaken, 300 divided by 3 is 1 is to 100. And that is then going to be the answer, 1 is to 100. So that is the scale that was used. Let's quickly take a breather. I'll see you after the ad break.